All right, guys, welcome back to this 2,000 point Warhammer 40,000 battle report. Before we get into the list, I'd like to ask everybody to hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Really does help the channel grow, and I'd like to thank everybody who's done so already. Just getting right to it, we have 2,000 points. Actually, it's like 1975. We're bringing Mortarian's Hammer today. As you saw in the thumbnail, we're going against Chaos Knights, which is the first time on the channel, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we have Mortarian. He is going to be the Warlord. And I have two drones. Both ignore the Plague Spears because I didn't finish my other one on there. So I have so much going on. I didn't finish it. So I have both of those drones are going to be heavy blade launchers. We are bringing a Land Raider with the Soul Shatterers and all the nice little guns that go along with that. Inside of that is going to be a unit of 6 Blightlord Terminators. The guy with the chimes is going to be my champion. We are also bringing a Hellbrute. Hellbrute's going to have the hammer and Meltas. We are bringing the Lord Virulence. He has the enhancement that gives him low mob. I can't remember what it's called, but as long as he's within 3 inches of a vehicle, he has low up. So then we got two Mephitic Blight Haulers. Holy cow, can't even talk today. So, and they're both loaded up with, I probably could have got 3 of them in here instead of putting in one of those drones, but I decided to go with this instead, just 2 of them. That they're going to be +1 to hit, +1 to wound on vehicles. Then we have 2 Playburst Crawlers, infantry cannons, mortars, and heavy sluggers. I am going to play the detachment, which is going to be -1 to the hit roll, because I need all my vet weapons are going to be put on Tom's invuln, so there's no need to worry about +1 on the save. So that is 1,975 points of Death Guard, and we will be back with Chaos Knights. All right, guys, before we get into this good-looking army, my buddy Tom is back.
Hello.
So, guys, I am going to say congratulations on Tom. He did graduate. He's got a new job. He's moving to Detroit. So if you guys on Detroit play Warhammer, look him up. So he may not be on the channel as much. How about we put it that way, right?
Sure.
I'm not going to say never because his parents still live here.
Yeah.
But maybe he'll come back and visit.
Cameo every now and then.
So I'm going to let you in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not letting you in. What are you bringing us this time?
So this is
before you get into this. This is the first time we've had Chaos Knights on the channel. So this is good. You got a beautiful army here, Tom. Did you paint this? Did you have someone paint this for you?
I did not paint this. I bought this army. Got a pretty good deal on it.
Looks great.
It's a beautiful army, so it's hard to pass up.
It looks great. It really does look great. And just out of curiosity, what did you buy it for?
Oh boy, good question. Probably more than I should have. Is what I'll say.
I mean, but it looks good though. It's a good look,
and I'm really pleased with it. It's all magnetized and has a lot of the armor options and stuff. So I'm pretty happy with it.
No, it really does look great. So in the value of when we play this game, the value of the models are what you put on it.
Exactly.
So if you bought, let's say you bought this thing for $2,000, hey man, it's still great. It looks nice, and that's $2,000 in your mind well spent as long as you like it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, exactly. It was less than 2,000, and I got a few more War Dogs too. So I felt like it was a pretty good deal.
And that's pretty good then. Less than 2,000, a couple more War Dogs. All right, shoot, what do you got?
So this is obviously the new Chaos Knights Codex is out, so I had to try out some of the new toys and stuff. This will be the Infernal Lance detachment, which allows me to kind of empower my knights and get some special buffs. Leading the list here, the Warlord, will be this Knight Abominant in the middle. He's going to have the Knight Diabolus enhancement, which allows him to be a little better at fighting. He'll be Weapon Skill 2, which obviously is going to get reduced back down with Nurgle,
right,
our Death Guard stuff, but along with that, I've got a Knight Despoiler, which is this guy with all the guns. He's got 2 battle cannons and the Melt-A-Gun option, as well as the rocket pod up top, which comes standard. He's got the Bestial Aspect enhancement, which will allow him to get assault on all his guns, so he'll be kind of quick and shooty, hopefully doing some stuff here. On the other side, we've got a Knight Rampager. He's got the Flesh Metal Fusion enhancement, which gives him +1 toughness, so he is back to toughness 12 like the old Chaos Knights were, which is pretty neat, and makes him just a little more tough with that enhancement. Along with the big guys, we've got 3 War Dog Stalkers here. These are the guys that have the chain cannon and the claw. They also have the Havoc multi-launchers, which are the indirect guns up top. They scout a little bit, and they're pretty sneaky, so they'll be roaming around the edges trying to pick off stuff.
Are these still characters?
They are not. They lost the character, so yeah. There is a single detachment where you can make some War Dogs characters, but not a base anymore.
Okay.
On the other side, 3 War Dog Carnivores. They're still good. They're still very strong. They reroll advances and charges, and they fight pretty well. So, again, with the Havoc multi-launchers up top, because why not? Mm-hmm. And then just because I had a few points to fill out the list, and Chaos Knights is kind of weird in that you can't take small units, I had to take two units of Nurglings here. I don't know how useful they're going to be. They'll at least kind of...
They might give you something.
Yeah, open space or something for me at least to kind of walk the big guys out.
How many points?
This is 1,995, so 5 extra points hanging around.
Warlord.
Yes, Warlord will be that abominant. Maybe it should be something else, but
that's good. Dude, I like the bases on these, man. The bases are so cool.
They're really impressive. A lot of cool, I think 3D printed bits of little crates and barrels and stuff.
Like I said, it's a really good army. We'll be back with the deployment and the mission. All right, guys, we are back after the deployment and the mission. So here's what we're playing. We're going to actually play one of the asymmetrical ones. So here is what we got going on. You can see the board. We left the dice up just so you can kind of see where the deployment zone is. We're going to do take and hold, which is everything that if we hold one, we get 5 points with a max of 15. And then we actually are also doing a twist, which is night fighting. And what that is we are not allowed to shoot or target, actually not even shoot, but target anything outside of 18 inches. So here's where we rolled off in the beginning. Tom got to be the attacker, so he gets to deploy all his knights in this little area right there. You have nothing in Deep Strike, correct?
Nope, nothing in Deep Strike.
Okay. And I'm the defender, and this is where I deployed everything inside of these dice, which was basically my deployment zone. Couple designer notes on these twists is that the defensive line gives you the designer note on the bottom that says to because of the way this is, to put some terrain on the front line here. So that's what we did. We actually followed the GW designer notes, and we put terrain on the front line. We are still going to play first floor line of sight blocking in our deployment zone. So blocking, and then just because these are outside, just a little bit outside, we're still going to count this as blocking and blocking. Everything else is just going to be cover. And like we always do, we like to throw something else in, a twist of the twist, right? So if you're within 3 inches of Celestine, in your command phase, you take D3 mortal wounds because she is still protected by the Emperor, and we are both chaos-driven armies. So that's kind of what we got going on. All right, Tom, first or second, what would you prefer?
I think I want second, so you have to maybe move up a little bit.
I kind of want to go second as well, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Good luck. Ooh,
looks like I will be going first.
All right.
All right, we'll be back after my movement, I mean. All right, guys, so here's the card I drew. All right, so first off, Tom did some scout moves.
Yep.
What did you do on your scout move?
So it was just my stalkers here. It's kind of these 3 guys, 1 guy here, 2 guys here, kind of out on the wings. They just spread out a little bit, made a little room.
Made a little room, and then I did in the beginning of the round, I had to pick, for Martyrion's Anvil, you have to pick 2 affiliated, inflicted. I wish they would have just called them contagion. 2 inflicted. So I picked this guy here, and I picked that guy over there. So they're going to be -1 to their toughness, and they're going to be -1 to hit. The cards I drew were tempting targets and mark for death. So Tom picked this one as my tempting target. I just advanced this drone up to grab it, and mark for death was those 3 knights. But now for the new mark for death, you have the option of picking something else to get 2 points. So I picked that one right there. So that's where we are. So let's go to shooting. We're going to get Soul Shatterer into the back guy there that's inflicted.
I should also mention I did roll for my
that's true.
Chaos Knight's ability. Since I didn't have to worry about just auto-taking the one that makes me harder to shoot outside of 18, I just rolled. So I did get the one that makes me harder to shoot out of 18, which only will matter if Dave's stuff is battle shocked now.
Right.
And then I also got an extra -1 to leadership. So whenever he's in 9 of me, he's going to be -2 leadership on those tests.
And here's the thing. I did not move anything back here. I want him because because of the twist at night fight, I can't get my guys in position to get any shots off. So instead of just putting my guys out in the open, I figured I'm going to claim this objective. I have this one. I have this one. It's forcing him to have to come out a little bit, and I have this one. So I can't score, obviously, those objectives until next turn, but at least forces him time to come out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to Shoal Shatterers. I do have 2 of those. They are going to be that's 4 dice. Hitting on 3s, going into that
This guy?
second guy. Yep,
This
that guy there. That's what I really should have picked as
your gamma target?
my gamma target, because I'm gonna have a lot of shots going into him, and I don't know if let's pick that guy that I'm
This
shooting
guy will
at.
be the
Yeah,
gamma
let's do
target?
that.
Sure.
So here's the Shoal Shatterers hitting on 3s. And these do not have lethal, which would be good. Strength 12.
T9. So
Is it down to 9, or is it because he is inflicted?
down to 8.
It doesn't matter, but all right. So it's hitting on 3s or wounding on 3s. So we have 2 at -3, but you do get cover.
Gotcha. Either way, I got to use my 5-up invuln here. So 5-up invuln. Nope. Both go through.
All right. So it's D6 + 1 on both of them.
You bet. Oh,
For a whole
no.
4.
No.
I will definitely spend my 1 CP
Okay, going for
and reroll one of those.
You got it.
All right.
Okay,
So
7.
Yes.
All right. So the small knights now have 14 wounds, so he's down to 7. They used to be 12, but they lost a point of toughness. So.
All right. So now we're going to go to the heavy bolters, which are 3 shots. We got 3 of those. Hitting on 3s. 1. Wounds.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And it's -1.
So this will be a 3-up with the cover there. Oh, ouch. Another 2, I think.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, Tom. I think I messed that up.
I failed the save.
Okay, so 2 damage.
2 damage. All right, down to 5.
All right. Now we're going to go with the new and improved heavy blight launchers.
Oh boy.
Which is going to be a D6 + 2 blast.
And that's this guy into that same guy?
Yep, that drone into that same one.
You bet.
So it's going to be 3 + 2 and no blast.
Uh-huh. 3.
You need 2 more dice. 2 more dice. So 5 hitting on 3s.
Yep.
At least 2 miss. And it's strength 10, toughness 8, so 3s. Oh
wow.
Just 1. Yeah, -2.
So it'll go to -1 with cover, so I'll be on a 4-up here. Nice.
Saved it. All right, well, I get my gamma. Havoc launchers. I'm sorry. Got other shots.
Yeah, might as well.
5. Hitting on 3s.
Yowza.
There's no lethals. Wounding on 5s. Just 1.
No AP, so this will be on a 3-up. We're good.
And then my 1 combi weapon hits. Wounds. Does not wound.
Yeah.
I need a 6 on that.
Yeah, because that's what, strength 4?
All right, charging. We're gonna. Yeah, I got flamers. I'm gonna see if I can do anything with the flamers. I'm gonna do that off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that off camera.
Are you putting anything into the nerdlings or just
no? So I got all these guys in. Got all 6 of them in. I'm gonna go into this night. So I'm hitting on 2s, but now 3s because the nerdlings give me -1 to hit. And so we have. Tom, if you wouldn't mind. All right, that was a 6. I should have kept it. No, I'm just kidding. 6s are lethal. Hitting on 3s. So I'm going to take the 6s out first. And then we'll take out the 2s and 1s.
All right.
You got those?
Yeah.
All right. And then
Force to wound.
Forge the Wound. So if I would have kept a contagion, Lord of Contagion with them, that's sustained and lethals.
Oh, really?
And Lance.
Yikes.
So it's really good, but I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So we have need Force. So we're just going to take out the Force.
Pull one there. Everything less, basically.
There we go. So I don't know if you want to roll these or
Sure. Yeah.
that many at -2s.
-2, so these will be on 5s here. That's probably going to do it. Yeah. Because they're two
damages,
apiece.
yeah.
He's at 12. That's it.
Should have stayed with my initial thing. So once that happens, I'm going to pile back into the Nurglings. What is he?
Gotcha. I gotta. He does not.
He almost blew.
He's close.
All right. So once we pull that, I'll pile back in, and the Nurglings will fight off camera. And so I'm going to just have one. I'm sorry. I'm going to get 5 for attempting target, and then we'll be back at Tom's movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after Tom's movement phase. All right, Tom. So tell me about your command phase.
Yeah. So
Is that before or after cards?
That'll be after cards, I guess.
Right.
So in terms of cards I drew, I got Marked for Death and Area Denial. I think Marked for Death, Dave ended up picking Mortarion, this Mephitic Blightmauler back there, and that, I think it's a Lord of Virulence.
Lord of Virulence, because he's low up.
Yeah, so pretty much not going to be able to touch those Marked for Death targets. For the Gamma target, I did choose this Blight Hauler over here, so try to pick that guy up for a few points.
All right, guys, real quick, Tom, let me jump in here. Guys, you might have noticed the sound different. The sound's a little off. During the movement phase, I dropped the camera. It shattered the... it broke the little UPS receiver on our mics. So, not UPS, a receiver on the mic. So that's why Tom just sounds a little bit more distant. We're going to try to do we best I can. We actually just bear with us as we go through the rest of the game. Go ahead, Tom. So finish what you were saying.
Sure. Yeah. So beyond the cards, there is kind of a unique thing with this detachment. It's got that empower base, so I had to roll a ton of leadership tests to give my knights kind of these little empower buffs. I have a few tokens next to the guys who still haven't used it, and all of my carnivores did fail their tests, so they took a little chip damage. You'll see some, wound counters lying around here now. Kind of moved up towards the objectives that, obviously going to try to take this turn.
So they're called blessings. What are they actually called?
So it's a Malefic Surge is the rule,
Okay.
which gives me the empowered token is the buff that it gives me.
And with the real quick, we're not going to go through everything. With the empowered token, that allows you to...
At the start of any phase, I can spend it to choose one of 3 abilities. It's either +3 to my movement, which I did on a few of these guys, like the Rampager and stuff, just to get him, a little further out there. The other 2 abilities are either sustained or lethal hits for the phase, and I can do that either in the shoot or the fight phase. That'll be all their weapons in that phase. And then the last one is 5-up invuln save for the phase, so I can give them a 5-up in fighting, which is kind of unusual for knights, and 6-up feel no pain are the buffs that I can choose. That'll last for the phase. It'll use that empowered buff, so I don't get it anymore. I do have a stratagem. I can spend 1 CP to kind of double up once per round on a knight to give it both basically.
Just so everybody knows how it works. Now movement stuff.
Yes.
And if you use the empowerment stuff, just tell us where you used it.
Yep. So movement. The only one I didn't roll a test for is this guy because he was pretty beat up already. He walked around. Dave did Overwatch here and I think picked 3 wounds off him, so he's at 2 now.
It was actually a good roll. I hit 3 times. Tom saved 2 of them.
Yeah.
And he only took 3 damage.
The invuln helped me a lot. This Rampager did empower for the extra movement, so he moved out this way, looking to make some charges. This Carnivore also empowered. He has not used the buff yet, but he did take some mortal wounds, so he'll probably go for sustained or something later in the turn. The Despoiler passed his test, so he's got the token still hanging around. The Abominant passed his test. He used the token to get extra movement. He did run through the wall with his super heavy walker ability, and he should snag me area denial this turn for scoring. Over here, the carnivores. This guy did already use his to get some extra movement. This guy, this stalker, is still holding on to it. And this carnivore is still holding on to it as well. Again, taking some wounds because all of my carnivores failed.
Shoot.
Yeah, so that's movement. We'll go to shooting. I think I'm going to start with the despoiler here. And he is going to put everything into this kind of just upfront unit of Death Shroud, is what they're called. I am going to spend one here as I activate him in shooting to give him ignores cover for the phase.
Okay.
So you won't get cover off that little piece.
It's a good move.
And I am going to spend his empowered token to give him sustained for this phase. So he'll be sustained on all of his guns. And I'm going to start with, I guess, probably the Melta, because you are 4 wounds apiece.
Yeah. And he is still inflicted from part of the, from the beginning of the game, turn, so he's going to be -1 to hit. Yep. But I think he's hitting on 3s now, right, Tom?
He should be on 4s.
Up to 4s, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to start with the Melta guns, because they're, they can pick up a whole guy on their own.
Yes, they can.
So it'll be 1 shot. This will be hitting on 4s now, but it does have sustained. And how about that? So this is strength 9, toughness.
Toughness is 7.
7. Okay, great. So these will be on 3s to wound here. With the Demon Breath Melta. You got 1 wound, AP 4, no cover.
2 up. I'm sorry, 4 up.
Yeah.
Because they're involved. Good.
Nice. All right, let's move to the really fun one, which is the Despoiler Battle Cannon. He has 2 of them. They're D6 plus 3 plus blast shots apiece, but they are rapid fire, so
nice.
Get to double that up. So it'll be basically what's on these die plus 12 plus 2 for blast, because he has 2 of the guns, and you have 6 on the spot. So
could have been better.
Could have been better.
Wasn't great.
No,
but it's a lot for all the other stuff.
Yep. So that's this,
shots.
And then plus 12 for D6 plus 3 4 times.
That's super annoying.
Yeah. And then blast plus 2, because
Yep. All of a sudden that turned into a lot of shots,
yeah.
dude.
Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to set this aside because I should shoot the rocket pod first, because that can also pick up a whole guy in one.
Okay.
I guess. So it'll be 3 shots with this on 4s. Strength of 8, so these will be on 4s again.
3s. 2 out of 3s, but...
Oh, sure. Just 1. AP 2 on this. No cover.
Good.
Yeah, you got it. Great. All right. We'll do the interesting one then. So these will be also on 4s with sustained.
Sustained as well. Wow.
Yeah. So I get 3 sustained, but we'll pull out all
Are they lethals? 2?
Not lethals. I have to pick. And
all right.
Actually, maybe that would have been better, but we'll live with it. So we'll get 3 back with sustained. Great.
So 3
thank
there.
you. 3 back with sustained. These will be on strength 10, so these will be on 3s to do it here.
AP?
It's AP 1, which is
right.
why I needed ignores cover.
Yeah, I see that.
These will be, 3s here. And I can re-roll 1 hit or wound roll with this guy, so I'll take a wound roll here. Sweet. So that many at AP 1 will cover.
3 ups. So damage.
Each one is 3 apiece.
Each one is 3 damage each?
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys dead.
Sweet.
I'm going to try to re-roll one of those.
You got it.
Alright, so that's 4 guys dead.
Alright.
So let me grab them, pick them out, and then we'll be back. Good.
Then we've got the heavy stubber here, which is rapid fire 3, which you
The same guy.
Yep, still the same guy. These will be on 3s going to 4s with sustained.
This is a good thing I made that 4s, man.
Yeah, that changed a lot here.
That did change a lot.
Strength of 5, so these will be 5s to wound on the stubber. You got 1 wound, no AP, but also no cover. Well,
Good.
And that'll be that guy. He's done shooting. Great. We will move on to my big buddy here. He's gonna put everything into that same unit of Death Shroud there.
Yep. And he is not in affliction.
Yes.
He is not in infliction. He is not in
So he will be on 3s, which is always really nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I am going to force a battle shock on this unit as well.
Okay.
Not that it really matters.
Good.
And I forgot to do my mortal wounds, so I won't do it.
What was the mortal wounds on?
Just at the end of the movement phase, a unit within 9.
Do it, man. It's not gonna.
It's on a 3-up. No,
There you
can't
go.
change the past. Good. All right. So he's just trying to shoot you with the Volkite Combustor and the, I think it's a heavy stubber. Yeah. So we'll start with the Combustor. These are 12 attacks on 3s. We'll pull these guys. And no sustained or any sort of special keywords here because he already used his empowered token. These are strength 12, so they'll be on 3s again.
Yep.
But I want to see dev wounds, so that's 3 and 3 on dev wounds, which should just kill you.
3 dev wounds?
Yeah.
Yep, kills them.
Sweet. I'm glad those guys are out of there. They are nasty. And I declared the rest of his shooting there anyway, so I don't have to do that. Great. We're gonna come. Actually, we'll finish off here. The Stalker's gonna put everything into this thing, I guess.
The drone.
The drone.
Dude, don't be calling my things just things, dude. That's a name.
I'm not super confident he'll do a ton here, but you know, might as well shoot it.
Yeah, might as well.
So we need 12 attacks, and he is bracketed for sure. So these will be on 4s as well. Well, he's he's afflicted.
Yeah, it's afflicted. So no, the affliction is just -1. It's just it's no more stacking.
I'm really glad about that as a custodian.
So it's still 4.
Yeah. So these will be with the chain cannon, the Avenger chain cannon on 4s.
I mean, if you roll once, Tom, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not going to do much anyway. Hey, that's exactly half. Strength of 6, I'd assume toughness like 8 or 9.
Toughness
so
9.
We have 5s. You got 3 of them at AP 1. And
So everyone, I do get covered, so 3. Well, it takes 2 damage.
Right, 1 apiece.
All right, he's down to 8, if you don't mind putting this next to him.
And then the Havoc multi-launcher will be D6, it'll be 4. Great. This will be again on 4s. Awesome. Strength of 5 here, so I want to say it'll be 5s or 6s?
5s. Because it's toughness 9.
Gotcha. You got 1 more, no AP.
That takes it.
Man, this guy rocks.
Look at that.
That's his shooting. So we'll go to the Rampager shooting next. It's just like a crappy little...
Where's that one?
That's this big
Oh,
guy.
that big guy.
He's the fighty dude, so it's just a stubber. And he's going to put everything...
Gotta shoot it, man. You gotta shoot it.
I think I'm... Oh, it's 36, yeah. So you are in rapid fire range, so I get the full 6 shots. Great. These will be on 3s. Nice. Strength of 5, so these will be 5s. We got 2 more at no AP.
3s.
Oh, nice.
It takes 1. One more.
Down to 6.
You got this
Chipping
guy.
away. That's that one. There we go. So that's the Rampager. This guy. The Carnivore will put his Havoc launcher into that same guy.
Might as well, right?
Yep. D6 will be 5 shots. No minuses on that guy right now, so he's just looking for 3s here.
Pretty solid.
Then 5 wounds. You got 1 more. No AP.
No cover?
You probably have. Yeah,
No, it
it's
doesn't
not
matter.
gonna
Oh,
matter, yeah.
1 is not gonna do it.
Down to 5.
Dude, I saved 1 second.
I'm
1
chipping
second.
away at this guy. I didn't really expect to do that much. So that does it for this side of the table. Let's go over here.
This is where you need it, man.
Yes. So obviously the Stalker, everything into this drone,
Yep.
drone. And you are kind of 6 away from anything else, so I am getting the Stalker buff here because you're alone. So I will get +1 to wound here.
Okay.
But he's not debuffed. I am going to spend his empowered here to give him... I should probably give him lethals here. So these will be hitting on 3s with lethals with the chain cannon first, then we'll do the other one. So lethals, nice. pull anything that's not 3 up. Strength of 6, but I do have +1 to wounds, so these will be on 4s.
4s, yeah.
You got, oops, sorry, that was a 5. 3, 5 saves, AP 1 there.
AP 1, 3s. So it takes, actually, I guess he would still get cover, so that would 3 would last. So it takes 1.
Yeah. It's just 1 damage.
1 damage, so he's down to 9.
And then we have the Havoc Launcher, D6 will be 4. Great. 3s. All these. Strength of 5, but with +1 to wound means 4s. You got 1 more, AP nothing.
Good.
Yeah, this guy's a little tougher.
Yeah. I'll shoot his Havoc Launcher.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot both of the...
At the same time?
Yeah, so I might as well just...
That's what I was going to say.
Roll it here. It'll be D6 apiece, so it'll be 9 total. That's 5 and 9. We're on 3s here. Yoink. Strength of 5, so these will be on 5s. You got 3 more. AP nothing. Wow, my Havoc Launchers.
3 more?
Yep.
I'm going to put 4 in there. One of those should have been sustained. Oh, no, you shot it.
Yeah, they don't have sustained. Yeah.
Takes 1.
Great. Just 1 damage.
Down 8.
Cool.
Yeah, I forgot that wasn't this guy.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
All right.
So that's...
Charges.
Yeah, all shot out here. Great. Charges. I'm going to start with... I guess this carnivore into that hauler. Go 9. I would...
Like all the way around?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind circling, I guess. Like, kind of this way and sit on this objective. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
Next we'll go with the Stalker.
Yep.
8 should get me
Looks
there.
in. Looks like it.
And I don't think that leaves any room for this other carnivore to come along, so
Nope.
he'll just hang out. What a shame. I'm gonna move these wounds with that guy. Awesome. This guy is gonna go. I guess he has to double charge here.
Let's roll on the table.
7.
Looks like that might get him.
Do it for me here. Yeah, because I just have to be. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I think I could
You
even
got
get
it.
it with a 6. Cool. So, oops, sorry, let's get some 5. So he'll hop in here, grab them both, take his wounds with him. The Rampager is going to go after your Land Raider here.
Yep.
I'll just roll on the table. 6. Looks like it, right?
I can't tell from here, man. Can he go through the wall?
He can. I do have to roll a d6 and he might shock, but
Yeah.
he
If
can.
he can go through the wall, it looks like he might
So
have
yeah,
got
I
it.
should roll that now. So as long as it's not a 1, yeah,
not
he's
a 1.
okay. So he'll just come right on through here. And I can tow on too. Great. All right. Well, these Nurglings fell back, and I don't really want them in. The Carnivore will come after your Land Raider too.
You need that for points.
Oh, the Carnivore.
the-
Yeah, not the the
I'm
Carnivore.
sorry. I
Thank you,
thought-
though. I appreciate it. Yeah.
We'll
he's
just start
gonna
from the
hang out.
carnivore. I thought you pointed to this. My bad, dude.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the Carnivore will go after the Land Raider here. He does have reroll charges just built in. He won't need it, though, because I think a 10 should pretty solidly get him there.
Yeah.
So he'll zoom right in and go with the Rampager, which is great, because he'll get some rerolls. Spoiler, I'll stay put. Yeah, I think that'll be charges.
All right. We go right to fighting.
And you have no CP, so I don't have to worry about...
Dude, even if I did, I am not interrupted with any of these things.
So I'll start with the super wounded Stalker over there, who's the only thing who can go after that...
Now, all those things are going to be -1 to hit, regardless.
Because of contagion.
Because of infliction.
Actually. Yeah, in that case, I'm going to start with this Carnivore here.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, because if I can pick off that Land Raider, then that leaves that guy alone, which lets the Stalker get his buff. So, the Carnivore first. Going to put everything on the Slaughter Claw.
That's this guy's doing right there.
Yeah. Everything on the Slaughter Claw. This guy still does have an empowered buff, so I am going to use it for lethal hits. He has sustained hits built in on the Slaughter Claw, so he'll be sustained lethal here. He's normally hitting on 3s, going to 4s now because of your Affliction.
Yep.
And the Rampager gives him reroll hit rolls of 1 while he's within 9. So he will reroll hit rolls of 1 here.
Okay.
So on 4, sustained lethal. Reroll hit rolls of 1. Dang, but
keep it in.
We'll get a sustained and a lethal. Awesome.
Toughness is 12.
This will be strength of, I think it's 12 or it might be 14. Slaughter Claw, strength 12, so these will be force to wounds, but that's lethal. Yeah. Oops, sorry. You got
2
saves at AP3 here.
AP3. All right, so we're gonna be on 5s. Saved 1. Damage.
D6 plus 2. Be 4.
4. He's down to 12.
All right, we're making progress. We'll go right on to the Rampager then, which is this big guy. Because he did charge this turn, he will have dev wounds on his melee weapons.
Nice.
And actually, I think you have no way of giving him like a feel no pain or anything.
Nope.
All right. And I think this is one of the unique situations where I'm going to use the strike profile on the chainsword instead of the claw, because you're T12.
Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be 3s anyway. But it's better AP, which matters against you, because you have no invuln. So, he is 6 attacks. He has sustained hits built in on this. Hitting on 2s going to 3s. No rerolls or anything, so. 3s with sustain. Oh, man, that -1 really hurt me.
It really did.
Let me think about a reroll here, actually. Because that Land Raider I would like gone. That would... Yeah, I am going to spend for a reroll here.
All right.
So, looking for 3s. Sustained lethal. All
there
right.
you go.
Strength of 14, toughness 12, so these will be on 3s to wound here. You got 2 wounds, AP 4.
2 wounds, AP4 with the damage.
Oh, actually, I have dev wounds, so that one will go straight.
I got 6, so hold on.
Yeah, you got it.
6 up. Nope, damage.
6 apiece. Should
6
be
each.
exactly enough.
Yep, does he blow up? It does blow up.
Is it?
Delete the -6.
Is it on 6s or 1s these days?
6s.
Okay.
All right, so this is going into anything within 6 inches.
Actually, that's probably good. No, it's not.
We'll
This guy's
see.
on 2.
We'll see. So D6. So point to whatever one you want to go first.
Let's start with this guy.
Takes 5.
Ouch. Holy cow. This guy.
Takes 3.
He's down to 23.
I need at least 3 on the dice on this one, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
3 on the dice, right? He's got two wounds of the 2.
2 left here.
Oh, just get him.
All right.
All right, now here's on mine.
Yeah, you're.
Did I get him or no?
He was on 2 wounds. Did he take 1 or 2?
It takes 2. It's D6.
Oh, it's D6.
It's
Ah,
D6.
sorry. Okay, so he might blow up too. We'll roll.
Let me. This is on my guy. He's down to 1. So we want to mark mine down to 1.
Yeah.
See if he blows up. See if your carnivore blows up.
Let's find out here. Woohoo! That's what I needed. So it'll kill your hauler.
It'll kill my hauler.
And then this guy. I think the only one actually in danger is this guy.
Is it D3 or D? Is it just 1?
I think this guy's just D3. Let's find out.
Dude, there's a lot of blows. Is he in range? The question is he in range of the other?
Deadly Demise D3. And this is within 6. So, yeah, he'll grab his buddy.
Get everybody.
So, let's get
My guy's dead already. You don't have to roll on my guy.
On the Rampager, he'll take another 1.
Okay.
And on the Carnivore, he'll take another 2.
2. All right. And my guy is not within 6 of your Rampager, is he? The drone. Yeah. See if it's going to matter if he blows up.
I don't think so. Yeah,
well, it looks like he is, right?
Yeah.
Come on, baby, blow up. That'd be awesome.
That would.
Oh. All right, we'll clear this zombie back. All right, now we're going to move over here. Clear this out pretty good over there. So
yeah, kind of a fireworks show on that
side. It really was.
So we'll move over to this other side now. I'm gonna start with the Carnivore.
Where was this, Tom? What do you have?
That's just 13 wounds there.
He had 13?
Yeah, he took 1 off
okay.
Whatever, Malefic Surge. I keep wanting to call it Dark Pact because I'm so used to playing Chaos.
So which one you starting with?
I'll start with the carnivore. He's going to spend that empowered token that he got this turn to give himself lethal hits.
Okay.
Slaughter Claw has sustained hits built in, so he'll be sustained lethal on that claw. These will be hitting on 3s going to 4s.
Yep.
All right. Hey, all right. Actually, that's not too great. But,
that wasn't. That was
we'll
good.
get a sustained.
That was good for me.
We'll
not great for you. And a lethal.
Yeah, great. Okay. Strength of 12, so these will be on 3s.
3s, yep.
Nice. I wish it was dev wounds or something, but
3. What's his AP?
AP 3 on these.
AP 3, so 5 ups. Takes 0.
6 plus 2 apiece should just clean them up here. Yeah. It's min 3, so yeah.
Yeah, does he blow up?
Oh, nice.
Wanted him to blow up too, but.
Alright. So that will get me my marked for death gamma, at least, which is important. It will get me area denial with this guy.
Yep.
And I think that's all of turn 1.
Yep, so, and I'm only holding 2, so I'm going to get 10 points. And then we'll be back after my movement phase. Alright guys, we're back after my movement phase. So here's the cards I drew. I drew Engage on all fronts, which I do have for small, because I had to move Mortarion that way anyway, to get engaged. So Mortarion, I moved Mortarion over there to get engaged. These guys are on this quarter, and they're standing there. Basically, and then I got no prisoners, so just kill things. So I inflicted this guy in the beginning of the round, inflicted that guy in the beginning of the round, and in the beginning of the shooting phase, with the Lord Virulence, I inflicted that guy. Spent 1 CP and had this Dreadnought. I'm sorry, this Halbrute go through the wall, and here's where we are. So we're going to go with the Halbrute first.
Spend 1.
All right, so go ahead, Tom. You doing something?
I'll spend 1 CP on Diabolic Bulwark on that Abominant, so he will get a 4-up invuln save against shooting instead of a 5-up.
Okay, so Melta's going into him. That's going to be 2 shots hitting on 3s. They are lethal. It is Melta 2, so I am in range.
Yep.
That one misses.
Sweet.
This one hits. I have no more CP. So it's add 1 to the rune roll. So it's going to be toughness 9. I'm sorry, strength 9.
T11.
T11.
5's going to 4s.
4 up. Good.
Ouch. Okay. I'm looking for a 4-up invuln with that stratagem, and it goes through. So I'll take a bunch of damage here.
D6 plus 2.
Yep.
For a total of 3.
Nice. I like that. So he's at 23 right now.
Yeah. All right. So then we're going to go to... It was not what I wanted to do right there, but I'm just going to go with this Malefic Blade Hauler here.
You bet.
I'm going to go with the same thing. Going into that unit. 2 Meltas. Hitting on 4s. Miss 1. Strength. I add 1 to the... What did I just roll? 2? 2. I hit on 3s.
Okay.
And it's add 1 to the wound roll because he's a vehicle. So that does hit. That 3.
And hit rolls?
Hit and wounds. Okay, yeah, they changed that.
Yeah, you got it.
So it's strength 9. Tough. 4 is the wound because it's a Melta. So just 1.
Looking for that 4-up again.
Not in Melta range, but 2.
So down to, what was I at? 23 down to 21.
Yeah. Crack. Hits. Does not wound.
Sweet.
Plague Spears is not going to matter. That is lethal though. I need 6s. So that's 2 at minus 1.
With the cover, I'll be on a 3-up. Okay.
All right. How many does he have? He's down to what?
21.
That's annoying. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go into this War Dog.
You bet.
He's the one that's injured?
Yep, he's at 13 wounds.
All right, so he is within 12, so I'm still going to get Melta 2 on him. He is a vehicle, so this is going to still miss. Then we need 5 will wound.
Yep. AP 3?
AP, yeah, AP, I think they're AP 4, but...
If they're AP 4, oh no,
no,
I
he
have
gets
a 5
5
up, so I should use it. But I don't, so...
D6 plus 2 for 5.
5, so he is at 13 down to 8.
Crack Grenade misses. Holy cow. Spewer.
It's not going good so far.
Holy
man.
moly. All right. Well, that was...
Oh, you get +1 on those, though, right? Because he's a vehicle? There's 3
Yeah,
twos.
yeah.
Might as well.
Just one.
All right. 3 up.
Good.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, shooting has been lackluster in this game. All right. So, I guess we're going to just go this one right here into this guy there.
You bet.
Try to pick him up. 2 entropy cannons. Hitting on 3s.
Ouch. Ouch.
Wow. Stubbers. Those are going to hit. That one wounds. This one does not.
3 up.
Yeah, AP1, but you got cover.
Down to 20.
All right, so blast weapons. Did I roll a 1 on that entropy cannon? I'll have to go back and look because I get to re-roll once.
I see.
I'll go back and look.
Recall
I'll go back and look, but I'm going to do the mortars right now.
You got it.
So mortars.
And this you're re-rolling everything.
Yeah.
It's scary.
So that's D6 plus 3. Why do I bring the Lord Violence if I don't use it? Hitting on 6. I'm sorry, hitting on 3s. Rerolling these misses.
I assume you got lethals.
And again, do have lethals.
Yikes.
And then strength 8, toughness more, so 5s.
5 of them.
2, and then let me before you do this, Tom. Okay, so 5 at -1. Five at -1.
-1. Okay, so with the cover there, then we'll be on 3 ups, and we drop 1.
Just 2 damage.
Just 2 damage. Okay, so I was at 20. I'm down to 18.
Okay, now let me go back and I gotta look at the entropy. All right, guys, we look back onto the entropy cannons. I do get to re-roll 1s because of Lord Verlins. I did roll a 4. I rolled double snake eyes, but I rolled a 1 into a 1 and I rolled a 4 into a 1 into 4. So that one hits, and so now we need strength is 10, toughness is what?
11.
Even inflicted.
No, yeah, sorry, 10.
10.
Now.
So
Yeah.
force, wounds. So it's -3, D6 plus 1.
So it'll be on that 4 up. It was worth
Tom
it.
says, you know what?
It was
Never
worth
mind.
it.
Yeah, I don't care about your stupid 4. All right, so we're gonna put everything. I gotta do some damage. So
Yeah.
entropy cannons. What's that? What's this one at?
This guy's at 22. This guy's at 5.
And what's he at?
He's at 18.
18. I'm gonna go entropy cannons into. I should just pick this thing up. Well, try. Because everything I've been shooting at this guy has been insanely crappy.
Not been doing much.
I'll put the mortars here and the sluggers there.
Okay.
Entropy cannons here.
Okay.
Let's see what we got going on.
You got it.
So 2 entropy cannons into their big knight. Hitting on 3s. Misses. 4s. Hits. -3.
Looking for that 4 up again.
Got it. All right. Tom's like, I don't care about your stupid. Here's the sluggers. Into your carnivore.
You got it.
And 2 at -1. He doesn't get covered.
Cover, so these will be on 3s. Hey, all right.
And then your oh, nice.
These are the mortars.
These are the mortars, yeah. So 6.
Oh man, you rolled 2 6s.
I know that.
Not that it's done a terrible amount to
Exactly.
help you, but
So what's going to happen is after this is happening, and then I'm going to roll to take mortar wounds on that other guy because he's within
He's got
because he's
a
within
slash
6. Yeah,
damage,
exactly. Hitting on 3s. These are lethal. These miss. But I'm going to re-roll the ones for the Lord. Re-roll everything for the Lord Varian. That's another one.
do you do that even if he's not afflicted?
No, these 2 miss. Actually, it's on the inflicted unit.
Yeah, but your mortars are here.
Oh, that's true. So let me take that out. It was actually one of these. So I missed 3 of them. These all hit.
You got it.
Yeah, because he's not afflicted. I forgot about that.
T9.
T9, strength 8, 5s. So
Got 3 total.
3 total. At -1, you get cover.
So these will be 3s. He's okay.
He's okay. All right. So charges.
You bet.
We'll charge this guy, the
Hellbrute.
halberd, into the big knight. He's in with an 8.
You got it.
We'll go this way.
Sure.
All right, hit him with his hammer.
Time to do a fight.
All right, so he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
All right.
I'll hit. Then 2 misses. Yeah, just 2 misses. And then strength 14.
10 right now, so 3.
So 3s. So all 3 at minus 3.
So I do get a 6-up save here. All right. Don't make any though.
All right, so that's D6 plus 1.
Whew.
I need big numbers, man.
Yeah. I don't think that'll do
So
it.
6, 7, 8, 8 and 4 is 12.
So he's at 18. He's down to 6.
Ooh, that was good. That was close. I don't have any rerolls either. All right. So gone is the day where I can just run in there and give them mortal wounds.
Yeah. This guy's gonna try to smack you back now.
Yeah, for sure.
He is bracketed, so he's -1 to hit. But I was already -1 to hit anyway. So, but he does have the Knight Diabolus enhancement, so he's weapon skill 2 going to 3s now.
Okay.
I'll start with the Electro Scourge, and then we'll do the Bale Mace after. So the Electro Scourge, it'll be 9 attacks, hitting on 3s with sustained hits. No rerolls or anything fancy like that. I'll leave that 1 in there for the sustain.
Yep.
But I gotta take this 2. This will be strength of 10, toughness.
Toughness 9.
So these will be on 3s here. You got 4 saves, AP 2 on this.
4 AP2, huh? So that's gonna put me at 4 ups.
Yikes, 3 apiece.
3 damage each.
Yeah.
We'll leave him at. Oh, that hits him. Does he blow up? He does blow up on the floor, but he doesn't. All right, so that was it. He did somewhat of his job. If I'd have saved better, that'd have been.
Yeah, or shot better.
Or shot better. All right, so at the end of my turn, I did not get no prisoners. I did get 2 for Bring It Down because I didn't kill anything, which is brutal.
No prisoners, not
Yeah,
Bring It Down.
I'm sorry, no prisoners. I'm sorry. And engage on all fronts. I got 2 on. Tom, you're holding 3.
Should have 3.
So we got 15. We'll be back after Tom's movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after Tom's movement phase. Tom, what card did you draw?
So I got Display of Might, which I should, at least for right now, have that pretty well locked down. And
Okay, what is Display of Might for the new?
Yes, that's right. It is a whole new mission set. So Display of Might is, at the end of my turn, if I have more units in no man's land than my opponent, which right now
Clearly do.
should be okay. And then Establish Locus, which is my other card, which will be do an action in your deployment zone, which this guy who just barely survived with 1 wound, took Overwatch on his way in, spiked himself really bad with the Empowered test, but he managed to get back there. He didn't Battle Shock, and he's establishing that Locus back there in your deployment zone.
Okay.
I did some Empowered moves here on the Rampager, came all the way out. This guy's empowered. He hasn't used it yet. I did not try to take the test on this Abominant because he, as Dave and I talked about earlier, take a few mortal wounds off this statue because the Emperor hates me. So he went down to 4.
I mean, that's not true. That's not false.
No,
Emperor does hate you.
He has kind of a good reason too. We're not very nice guys. War Dogs over here, both empowered up. They didn't need to use it to get there because they move pretty quick. So they're going to hold on to it. And this guy also empowered, but he didn't move at all because I feel like he's in a good spot already.
Okay.
And yeah, that's
shooting.
All the funky stuff in the command phase. We'll go to shooting. I'm going to lead off with... Actually, really don't have a ton of shooting left. I think we're going to lead off with the Abominant here. He's going to put his Volkite Combustor and the small gun, the Stubber, into that character. He's lone out, but I should be within 12, which will
For sure.
allow me to do that. So I am bracketed here, so it'll be 12 shots on 4s now with that Volkite Combustor. That's pretty decent. I wish I had some sort of effect on 6s. If I would have empowered him, I could have given him sustained or something.
He would have been dead.
Yeah, he would have died. These will be strength 12, so on 2s here.
Actually, it's on 3s.
Oh, that guy's T7.
There's T7,
yeah,
T7.
That guy rocks. So yeah, on 3s, but I really want 6s here. Dang, I shouldn't have said anything. So 5 saves, and these are AP 0.
So 5 saves at AP are at 2 ups. Save them all.
That's the trouble with that Volkite Combustor.
Yeah.
If you don't roll Death Wounds, you're not going to do much.
The Lord Varanus is like, I'm just going to shake everything off.
He's just going to shrug it.
You're just going to stand there and take everything from these big guns.
The Heavy Stubber, along with that, it's just kind of a small gun.
Same target.
Force, yep. Everything into that Virulence. And that being bracketed is not helping me here. These will be Strength 5, so 5s to wound. Hey, I got 1, no AP.
Oh, takes
that's
it.
the one that goes through. All right.
He's down to 5.
You got it. This guy's doing an action.
That's so lame.
It's kind of cool. He stood there. This guy, shot a whole Volkite, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Just shrugged it off. The Rampager, I don't think necessarily has any great targets, so he'll just put his Stubber into this Plague Burst Crawler.
Okay.
He should be out of contagion range, and he's not afflicted.
Well, contagion range and now 6.
It's 6, so
Yeah.
Morty might tag me through the wall here. Let's find out. It's not looking good. So yeah, I will be at -1 here. So these will be on
inflicted.
4s. Whatever. 3 hits, strength of 5, so 6s to wounds. No, not a thing. All right. So these two carnivores are gonna both shoot their havoc launchers into those.
Motherfuckers.
Actually, no, they can't because they're outside of 18, right?
Oh, that's
Forgot
true.
about our twist
That's
here.
true. Yeah, that's true.
So they'll put them all into that back Mephitic Blight Hauler.
This one right here.
Yeah. So it'll be 2d6. It'll be 7. I am in contagion, so these will be on 4s.
Contagion is hurting me a little bit.
Yeah. Strength of 5, so I assume 5s or 6s here.
Yes, you assume correctly.
So nothing there. Those guys whiffed, which is fine. Havoc Launcher wasn't going to do much for me in this game anyway. Actually, should do something. Yeah, so we'll go with this guy next. He's gonna should be with an 18 of your Plague Burst Crawler.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he's gonna dump everything into that Plague Burst Crawler here. This is in rapid fire range, so again, it's this 4d6 plus 12. I won't get any blast here, but still, hopefully. That's what it is. So
They do damage like 17, it doesn't matter. One can go through.
Yeah. Oh, and I am going to spend 1 for ignore cover here. Sorry. That's where the CP for the turn has to go.
No problem.
So this plus 12.
Plus what?
12. Because it's d6 plus 3 apiece, and then it rapid fires. There's 2 guns, so it'll be 12 total.
Lame.
It's probably overkill for anything it shoots into, but these will be hitting on. He is afflicted, so it'll be hitting on 4s now.
Yep.
I am going to spend my empowered token to give him sustained.
All right.
Your toughness 10 there.
Toughness is 10. Yep.
I should, yeah, I'll do sustained. I don't know if it's the right thing. I could go lethals, but you know what? Whatever. These will be hitting on 4s. Yep. 4s was sustained. Hey, all right.
Not bad, not bad. You got at least, looks like 5 back.
Yep. So here, let's get these guys out first. And then there's 5 back. Awesome. Strength of 10, toughness 10 means I'm looking for 4s again. And no special keywords or anything like that. So 4s again. That's not great.
All I gotta do is one's gotta go through.
You're only damage 3.
It does damage, it does 20 damage.
These are at AP 1, no cover.
AP 1, so 3s. So 2 go through.
Yeah. 6 total.
Does he blow up? I'm just kidding. 6 total?
Yeah.
No, he's down to 6.
Then I have the Ruin Spear Rocket Pods.
Dude, how'd that thing kill my Land Raider in one shot?
It killed. This guy actually shot your Plague or Death Shroud. Death Shroud.
I thought he what shot my Land Raider?
I think your Land Raider died in melee to the big man.
Oh, did he? 8 damage or something?
Yeah.
Or 6 damage each?
Yeah, with Dev. Ruin Spear Rocket Pod. 3 attacks. These are also on 4s with sustained. Dang. I do get a single reroll with Knight to Spoiler, so might as well. Double dang.
Dang.
So he can't shoot the Melta because he's out of range. He can't Icarus Rocket Pod, or Icarus Heavy Stubber, or sorry, Diabolus Heavy Stubber, because we're evil.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no Icarus in this.
Yeah, so he'll sustain that one. This will be on 6s. Nothing. All right.
Charging.
Yeah. Actually,
no,
I got
this guy.
Yeah, this
okay.
one last guy here. He'll put it into that back.
This guy.
Yeah, that back hauler there. So it'll be 12 attacks. He is not afflicted. He's not in contagion, and he is going to spend this empowered token to give himself lethal hits here.
Okay.
So on 3s with lethal, I should roll it in the tray. Hey, that's pretty good on lethals.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3s. Strength of 6, toughness 9, so on
Toughness
5s.
10.
Okay. So still 5s either way.
6s, right? Toughness 10.
Strength 6 on the gun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said strength 5. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So 6s. I'm sorry. So you got 5.
AP1.
AP1. So that's gonna and cover and yeah.
Yeah, you should have that.
All right. So 3s. Now it takes what?
Just 1.
Down to 9.
Then the Havoc Launcher will be D6. No
Maybe
rest.
I thought you said they were toughness 5. That was my bad. Dude.
I might have been thinking about the Havoc Launcher. The Havoc Launcher is strength 5. The Chain Cannon is strength 6.
3 shots?
Yeah, 3 shots. These will be again on 3s. Sorry, not 4s, and that will sustain or lethal. Sorry, I said lethal.
Yeah.
Strength of 5. So these ones will be on 6s. No, you got one more save. No AP.
My bad. Good.
Nice.
All right. Now we're charging.
Yes. Charging.
Big charge right here.
Yeah, I think that's the most important one. So that Rampager is going to go after Morty.
Through the wall.
Yep, through the wall. I'll roll to see if I can get there.
Ooh.
I'm not super confident.
I think you might be able to get there.
Well, from the back of my base...
Hold on.
Yeah. You have to declare that before the fight.
I have to declare that when he's targeted.
I see, okay.
All right, guys, so we are back. We did all the charges off camera. He was able to get in here. I am going to, when this happens, I'm just saying it now, I will declare Mortarion as able to fight on death. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to face it towards him. Because we don't fight...
Don't fight
facing the wrong way. And then he also failed to charge here.
Mm-hmm.
And then these guys double charged there. So this guy double charged, this guy there. He also Calabanded through this wall and rolled a 1. So
I did shock on the way
he
through
did shock on the wall.
I don't think it'll be super relevant, to be honest, because by the time I'm...
So we might just start there, brother.
Yep, so this is the big one. You have a 5-up invuln or a 4-up invuln
I have
or something?
2 up, 4 up, 5 up.
Okay, so I'm going to use the Warp Strike Claw Strike Profile, so it'll be 6 attacks.
We're going to do this. We're going to go right in the heart of the battle.
The action. These will be 2s going to 3s here, because you're -1.
Yep.
These will be on 3s with sustain.
That's pretty good.
So I'll get those right back.
Yep.
Strength of 20. Toughness, I'd assume like 12 or 14 or something.
So
3s. But I really want... So that'll be 8 dev wounds. Just straight off the bat. This one goes away, obviously.
All right, so I need 4s on this. All right, so then we're going to have how many wounds?
24 wounds.
24 wounds. All right, let me roll these out. All right, I figure we're going to roll this on camera. So this is 24 wounds. Need 5s.
Oh boy, it's looking good.
No, I don't think it is. So we'll just take out I'm just going to take out the misses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14, 15. Oh, he's alive with 1.
No.
Oh,
The worst. Well, you used your fight on death, so you're probably fighting me back anyway.
Yeah. So that's it's tough right there for you. For me, it's good.
Yeah.
All right, so he's down to 1.
I don't think I have any sort of extra attacks or any sort.
I'm gonna have you use Nurgle's blessing and heal him up to 15. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Wish there was a thing. I will go here.
So yeah, So these guys both do have their.
But I still gotta kill it, dude.
Yeah. He's still got whatever 21 wounds to chew through. He's not no slouch.
That is the base case scenario for me.
Yeah. So
Which one do you want to
go with this guy in the front, I guess, first because he's only got 1 target. I will spend the empowered here to give him lethal, so we will have sustained lethal on his
all right.
Whatever slaughter claw. These will be hitting on 4s now because I'm -1.
Yeah.
So 6 attacks on 4s. Nice. Sustained and lethal. Strength of 12.
12 is 9.
So these are 3s. You got 3 saves, AP 3.
3 saves at 5 ups. Takes them all.
D6 plus 2 apiece should hopefully do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Does he blow up? Oh man, I saw that 6.
And then the other guy will do the same exact thing into the other guy, spend the empowered token, give himself lethals, the whole shebang here. On 4s, sustained lethal. No sustained or lethal, but get 3 of them, which is still alright. Strength of 12, so 3s again. You got 3 more, AP3.
See if I can throw a save this time. I don't want.
You got 1. D6 plus 2 apiece.
Will he live?
A little wounded already. I think that'll do it.
Yeah, so 7, just about out the rip.
7 plus 4, 11. Yeah.
Does not blow up.
That's looking pretty good.
All right.
Morty not going down. A little sad, but
well, that's
still looking pretty good.
Let's swing with Morty. Hitting on 2s. Those all hit.
Nice.
Let me see if 1's lethal. Yeah, one lethal.
Sure.
And then going to be strength 14.
T12.
T12, so 3s. So we have 3 of them at -3.
Okay.
D6 plus 1.
And I should mention this guy is T12 as a big knight. That doesn't normally happen. He has that enhancement. That's why he's T12. These will be 6 up saves. -3. Oh, dang.
D6. Need big numbers right here.
Yeah, this is scary.
+3, so it's going to be this +3. So 10, 13.
13. He was at 21, so he's down to 8.
Down to 8. All right. So, what'd you score, sir?
I should snag 4 for Display of Might. I should snag 4 for Established Locus.
Okay.
That'll be about it.
And I think I still have this one. Because I do have Podswalkers on there.
Yeah, with the Podswalkers.
And you took everything else from me, so I'll be back after my movement phase. Alright guys, we're back after my movement phase. So I got cards of Drew, Bring It Down, and no prisoners I kept from last time. Obviously Bring It Down is good for me. I probably should have took Bring It Down as a fix, but that would be no fun. So here's what we got. I kept Mortarion in battle, obviously, right there. I moved him over a little bit, just so I can get the Lord Discordant. I'm Lord Discordant. Lord of Verlin still within 3 inches of both of these. And we're targeting this one right here with the Lord Discordant so I can re-roll my hit rolls and my wound rolls against that. I'm sorry, just my hit rolls on that. We also inflicted this guy with the Mortarion's Hammer. And we also inflicted this guy from Mortarion's Hammer at the beginning of the battle round. So that's where we stand. I need to start doing something because I'm being overrun right now. So we're going to start with him. And I'm just going to try to flame this knight. So we'll see what happens. 2 shots. 6s. Nothing. All right. That was Mortarion into that knight that I'm fighting, obviously. So Lantern first because it is a pistol. Hits. And wounds. I don't know if that's a devastating wound or not. No, just sustain. So just it's -3 damage.
Okay, so I'll be on my 5 up. Take it down to 5 on that guy.
All right, and then Rotwind
This isn't blast?
This is blast. Actually, this is a psyker thing. So hold on, let me look at something. So I can't shoot blast into combat, so we're gonna shoot it into this here. So D6 plus 3 for 6. And then hitting on 3s because I'm in combat. This misses. And then strength 8, toughness is more than that. So I need 5s, 6s are devs. So 1 dev and -2.
Should have cover here, so just go on a 4. Okay.
So it just takes one dev wound for 1 damage.
Down to 3.
All right. So now what we're going to do is put this guy here. I'm going to put his entropy cannons here. His what's it called? Mortars and his my mind just went blank. Stubbers are going to go here actually, and his entropy cannons are going to go here. Entropy here, mortars here. Okay. All right. So entropy first, going into this guy. Getting on 3s. Well, it sucks.
Wow.
Stubbers going into this night now.
It's at least the second time this game you've rolled snake
I'll
eyes on
hit.
those entropy cannons.
And 1 wound. Just 1 wound and -1. We'll get cover though.
So we're good.
All right. So now, because that was not the inflicted one through it's important because the Lord of Virulence rerolls the ones the wound, and that was on this guy, not on this guy. So now we're going mortars for 4, plus 3 for blast. I'm sorry, plus it's D6 plus 3. Hitting on 3s. Of course, I get no 1s.
It's a great roll.
This
But
misses.
isn't it everything? For
Everything,
blast?
yeah, everything for this one. And then strength 8, toughness 8 now, because you're inflicted.
Yes, yeah.
So 4th. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So we have 5 at -1. You do get cover.
These will be on 3s. Failed 3.
So 2 damage each.
He's on 1.
Oh,
He's at 7 here.
that's annoying. All right, so this entropy cannons are gonna go. Can it see this knight right there on your side? Yeah, can
The
you?
guy in the back.
This one right here.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, so I think we're gonna go. All right, guys, about to get greedy here. You guys all saw my shooting; it has not been good. Oh, real quick, mortars hit this. Roll a 5 here, and took D3 mortal wounds. Did not roll a 5 here. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go here. I'm gonna put my entropy cannons into this big guy here in front of me. I'm gonna put my mortars and my stubbers into this guy, and hopefully I roll a 5 to splash damage and kill this guy. So let's start with the entropy cannons first. Oh my goodness gracious.
Entropy, man.
All right. Stubbers into this guy right here.
There's your good
That's it.
rolls.
They're lethals. So he will get covered.
Sure.
-1.
These will be on 3s then, with cover.
All right. Mortars. All right.
Wow. Rolled a lot of 6s on mortars and a lot of 1s and 2s on entropy cannons.
Yes, I did. All right. So first we have hitting on 4s. I'm sorry, hitting on 3s. That's lethal. That's lethal. This misses. He's not the target, so it doesn't matter. So we have, and then we need 4s on this. So we have 4 at -1. You will get cover. 2 damage.
Looking for 3s. We take 2, which is 4 total, so down to 4.
Down to 4. All right. So first guy with 1 wound left. I need a 5. Ah.
Ooh.
Second guy. Nothing. All right. Well, that was sucked. Charges.
You bet.
Right here.
Yeah, should be a gimme.
Yeah, they're in. We'll just because I can't roll 2.
Yeah.
So we'll just do all this behind the scenes stuff. They're all gonna be able to attack. I'll roll just to make sure it's fair.
Yeah. I mean, unless you roll like exactly a 2. Yeah, 4 will do it. And it's not great. But
All right, so I think, man, I'm gonna actually charge this
with the crawler.
with the crawler.
Okay. You know, he's got 1 wound.
An 8. We'll have to see if it gets in there. All right, guys, here we go. First, going here, and he did suffer 1 damage from Morty's Pulse of Plagues or whatever at the end of the movement phase. This knight did. So we're gonna go here, in there, hitting on. I think they hit on 5s.
Sure.
With lethals. Let me just double check, make sure they only hit on 5s. I forgot what.
Yeah, you got a 4.
Got a few 4s in there. Forgot what Potswalkers hit on. Hit on 5s. Right? So these all miss.
6s to win.
6s. Just 1.
That's the 1.
No AP. Anything but a. Come on, baby.
Already spent my CP here.
Ah!
Alright. So he will stay up.
Lame.
Go back here with this crawler.
Yep. So we're gonna go with the. We got this right here going into this one guy. We have armor tracks. That's 3 attacks hitting on 4s. Just 1. Oh my gosh.
Dang. 2 guys live on 1.
Oh man.
Good.
Now your fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna obviously declare Morty's fight on death.
Sure.
So
I did spend 1 CP at the end of the charge phase for, I think it's called like Profane Bond or something. I forget the exact name of the stratagem, but it lets me do another Malefic Surge, which is that detachment ability. So he is empowered right now. I am going to spend it in this phase to give him the 5-up invuln and 6-up feel no pain for the phase.
Right.
Because I think, fingers crossed, I'll be able to pick you up here, and hopefully I can survive that counter punch. These will be on 3s here, because -1 because of your contagion. It does have sustained hits, so that'll come right back.
Alrighty.
Strength of 20, these will be on 3s. I don't have a dead wounds anymore, because I didn't charge this phase, but...
4-ups. Oh.
So 8
damage.
Should, you know, unless...
Unless I roll crazy 5s. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good.
Actually.
You do get him. Does he blow up?
Yeah.
So the question is, he blows up, then fights on death, or he fights on death, then blows up?
That's a good...
Alright, on a 2-up, Morty fights again. If I roll a 1, dude, the game's
so
over.
Nice. I don't want to have to worry about this.
Well, alright.
Got it. Okay, he's coming back at me.
5 dice, hitting on 2s.
Is it 3s because you're... Well, either way, it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, no, it's 2s in this because it's a melee.
Gotcha, but you don't bracket.
Oh, I do bracket.
Yeah, either way, it doesn't matter. You didn't roll.
I do bracket. Yes, you're right. I'm used to I'm used to not bracketing.
Sure. Yeah.
3s.
You bet.
So we have 2 at minus. I think it was -3. 2 -3.
Gotcha. I did Malefic Surge for that 5-up invuln here, so
Yep.
that's what I'm looking for. Make 1, fail 1.
All right. So D6 + 1. What's he at?
He's at 4 right now. He does have a 6-up feel no pain.
All right. D6 + 1. Come on, baby.
It wouldn't even get there without the feel no pain.
Oh my
He'll
goodness.
stay up on 1.
So you have feel no pains.
Yeah, oh, that's a good point. He might even have more. So these will be 6-up feel no pains. Yeah, I'll stay up on 1.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That guy is getting promoted, but I don't know how much further you can get.
All right, so
promoted.
you get to swing back here on your Potswalker.
Yes, yeah. So he's just got the Slaughter Claw. There's no sweet profile or nonsense like that. So he's just trying to hit you with 6 attacks, sustained hits. These will be on 4s between the bracketing and like contagion and all that. Which, yeah, that's you know.
Good talk.
That'll do it. Oh, and this guy here, sorry. 6 attacks, same thing, on 4s with all the debuffs I have. And just about the same thing. We got 1 at least. How about that? Strength 12, these will be on 3s. You got 1, AP 3 over there.
AP 3?
Yes.
You get that damage.
D6 + 2. Ooh, 6 damage. All
All
right.
right, down to 6. All right, so at the end of my turn, I scored no prisoners, dude. Nope. I have this guy on 1 wound. This guy on 1 wound.
This guy on 1 wound.
This guy on 1 wound. This guy on 3 wounds. And I can't kill. This guy on 4. And I can't kill one thing to get me bring it down or no prisoners.
Yeah.
So lame.
Holy moly.
All right, we'll be back after Tom's moving phase. All right, guys, we're back with Tom's moving phase. So, Tom, what card did you get?
I got no prisoners and cleanse.
All right, pretty solid.
Yeah, not too bad. So this stalker back here is just going to cleanse on that objective and won't do anything else this turn. As I moved off this objective with this despoiler here, I did spend my 1 CP for the turn to sticky this.
Okay.
So that's movement.
Kept these guys in combat.
Yep, this guy failed battle shock, as did this guy. So they are, you know, in a worse situation. Mm-hmm. This guy did advance. He does have assault on his guns from the bestial aspect enhancement. That guy didn't advance, but he did crash through the wall. He did make the roll on that, and I guess this guy crashed through the Celestine statue. But either way,
the big knight. What was it called?
The Rampager did go down to Overwatch,
which was good.
Yeah.
So, guys, I want you to look at this real quick before Tom takes all my stuff off the board. At the end of the turn, last turn, 1 wound, 3 wounds, 1 wound.
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
And then this guy was at 1 wound.
And then the Rampager was at 1 wound. Dude, come on. And I'm not blaming Tom. Tom's doing what he's supposed to do, man. It's just, sometimes you just don't shoot well. Maybe, I'll put it to this. Bad target priority. Could be, right?
I think that one split fire you did there in the middle, and you kind of recognized it too. You said you were being greedy, but
I have to be greedy.
Got
all right, go ahead.
Point. So I'm going to start with the Abominant back there. He's going to put his Volkite Combustor and Stubber back into that same just character there.
All right.
He is super wounded and contagioned up, so he'll be on... oh, and I should mention, I didn't do any empowering this turn, because all my guys are wounded enough that if I fail, they'll probably just die. Oh, actually, no, I'll empower the Despoiler, because he's at 25 wounds, and he's good. So he will get empowered, but then moving right along. That Volkite Combustor on 4s into your character there.
Yep.
That's not great.
That's not great at all.
Strength of 12, so these will be on 2s.
3s.
3s. Oh, yeah, because you're 7. That will be a dev wound.
All right.
And then you got 2 saves at AP nothing.
2 saves, 2 ups. I'll take them both. Damage.
So 3 on the dev wound.
3. Oh, he's down to 2.
Oh, man. That's a shame. Cool. Then I'll go to this guy, the Despoiler. He is going to spend his Empowered here to soup himself up with lethal hits is probably better. And he's going to put everything into that. Yeah, that guy. So it'll be that same 4d6 plus 12. Because you are in rapid fire range. Yeah. Okay.
A lot.
Pretty decent. 5, 4, 3, 2. Great. And then plus 12.
And you are in contingent range. Well, you are shouldn't inflicted anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So these will be 3s going to 4s. And I did not have the CP to spend for Ignore Cover. So these will be on 4s with lethal. And pull these lethals.
That's a 4, dude.
Okay. These come out. There we go. Alright. This is Strength 10, Toughness 10, so I think I'm on 4s again.
Yep. Dang, dude. That wasn't a good roll either.
You got 7.
Dude, that wasn't a great roll, but...
It's more of a volume of fire kind of thing.
AP?
1 AP, but...
so 2. That's good.
I'll try to get you with the Ruin Storm Rocket Pod. These will be, again, on 4s. He does get a once per round reroll of a hit or a wound.
Yep.
So, wow, that's...
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I guess. I shouldn't complain. I should not complain. I don't think he's in range of the Melta. It's 12. Yeah, no, he's out. What a shame. Okay. He did nothing, mister. Other shooting. This guy will just shoot his blast stuff back into that Lord of Virulence.
All right.
D6 will be 3 shots on 4s. Wow, nice. Strength of 5, so 5s. You got 1. No AP.
2. Good.
Nice. This guy is also going to do the same thing.
Yep.
Because I am within 18 there. So
Yep.
D6 will be again 3, 4s. And
Pretty
then
solid.
these will be on 5s. Yeah, you got 1.
Good.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's kind of.
You want all these guys' shots are on them? I mean, you got this guy left, or is he doing an action?
He's doing an action.
Oh, that's right.
there. So I guess, yeah, this guy can see the Lord of Virulence, so you might as well. Also, D6, it'll be 2. 4s. Nice. 5s. 1 more.
This has been good. It's pretty solid, this whole one.
Yeah, not a lot of AP on those kind of small arms things. So yeah, I think that's shooting.
Charging?
Yeah, charging. I'm gonna go with this guy into this crawler.
Alright. Easy.
9, yeah. So just slide in. Take all of his different things, his collection with him. The Abominant. I should probably just go after that crawler, so that's what I'll do. It'd be kind of cool to hunt down that character, but with a 9 should get me there. Cool.
Trying to stand up being base, but you got a base, so.
Yeah.
I was trying to get you in here, but you can pile back in
Yeah,
if you
I
kill it.
That's a charge. That's
Plus, I
a
think you have it
charge.
anyway with this guy being on it.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna charge with him because, well, I don't think he could get in anyway. I don't think I left myself a lane.
Alright.
So,
What do you want to start, sir?
you don't have interrupt CP, so I'll start with the Abominant. This
Alright.
is cooler.
I hope he blows up, man. I hope my tank blows up. That's literally what did the most damage.
Probably,
My-
yeah. Explosions and mortal wounds off my
Yeah, off you.
detachment rule, yeah.
The D6 explosion on the Land Raider
That
did
a lot.
the most damage.
It really did. This guy is on 2s, going to 3s, with sustained hits on the Electro Scourge. Oh, I forgot to do his mortal wounds again.
Do it.
I'll do mortal wounds on someone within 9, so I'll do the Lord of Virulence
Alright.
on a 3-up. Yeah, on a 3-up. You take D3.
Give me 1.
Yeah, we get him. Alright. So that's no prisoners, and just moving in the right direction either way. These will be the Electro Scourge attacks on the 3s with sustained.
Oh, wow.
Man, holy moly.
Wow.
That's really bad.
That was not great, dude.
Strength of 10, these will be on 4s here.
Not a fan, dude. Not a fan.
Not a fan at all. He has his extra attacks on the Battle Mace, though, so 3 more attacks on 3s. This guy sucks. These will be strength 8s, so 5s here. Wow.
Wow.
He's supposed to be strong.
This guy here?
Yeah, this guy, he's got 6 attacks with the Slaughter Claw on 4s now. With sustained. These are where all my good rolls went. So get those right back. Strength of 12, so 3s again. You got 4 saves, AP 3.
4 or 5 ups. Oh,
That's pretty good.
How damage?
D6 plus 2. Got to roll a 4 up here.
Miss it, baby.
50-50. Hey,
Does he blow up? No.
Sweet.
Alright, so we just take out for the Potswalkers.
Yep.
So we got 10 attacks. Potswalkers going here, need a bunch of lethals.
That's a bunch of lethals.
That's a bunch of lethals. Then need 6s.
Wow.
5 of them. No AP.
Gotta roll 5 3-ups here. No, you got him.
No, does he blow up? No. Alright. So that brings you to this guy. I probably should have went here first, but
Well, I think even if you killed that guy, I would have still had that objective. This one, you at least.
yeah, keep the objective.
So yeah, this guy will be 6 attacks, sustain hits on 4s. Wow, nice, great. Strength of 12, so 3s. You got 5 saves, AP 3 there.
5 up.
D6 plus 2 apiece. And there were 2 of them.
Does he blow up?
There you go.
He does not. All right.
That'll be full no prisoners. That'll be
the game because I only have Potswalkers left.
Yeah. That's true.
All right, so let me add the score up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back after Tom basically killed me. We only have Potswalkers left, so we're gonna call the game there. As you can see, we actually cleaned up the table and everything already, and realized we did not shoot the last part of the video. So Tom actually wanted because I didn't have any. If you look at the last frame, and I'll put it up now, you can see I only had Potswalkers left. So that's the only thing I had left. Tom had everything else on the board, was basically his. So it was just a matter of him picking me up. And then when it tabled me in turn 4. But we ended the game at 28-47. I did score no prisoners and bring it down when I overwatched on his Renegade. What's it called?
Rampager.
The Rampager. So, Tom, all right, new Codex. What do you think so far?
Yeah, I think it feels really strong. I'm super pleased that they've kind of made the bigger knights, a little more competitive in terms of what you want to spend for, on your points. So I'm glad that I can, run around with the 3 big knights again and have fun with that. I think the Infernal Lance attachment is really cool. I did a lot of mortal wounds to myself today, but I still enjoyed myself. So
I think you did all mortal wounds to yourself.
Yeah.
My guns apparently were just shooting. Wasn't even shooting real stuff.
Yeah, just shooting blanks.
No, it was good. It was a good game. It was interesting. It was plus we played the new rules. I think that maybe there was a little bit of a disadvantage for me just to get more shooting, but not enough that would have changed the game. Let's put it this way. Yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know, but I'm not going to...
that night fighting twist, the one where, had to be very close to shoot, definitely didn't help you. Turn 1, you probably would have been able to put a lot more shots my way.
Yeah, for sure. Because of the entry mechanics not being able... Well, they didn't do anything.
That's true.
So it doesn't matter.
Even when they were shooting, they weren't doing anything.
There's a lot of ones rolled on those entry mechanics. Yeah. But again, you guys know how I am. Tom knows how I am. I don't blame games on the way the game plays. He has to deal with the same thing I have to deal with. At the end, you saw his dice not being great as well. So it's not. We don't blame games on dice. I blame games on bad target priority. I did have bad target priority in that game. I thought when I'm not going after some of the war dogs was probably my biggest mistake, because you would have had 3 knights left, big knights left, and you couldn't kill as much without having the war dogs did a lot.
I think the war dogs, in terms of actually like killing your stuff, probably did even more than some. I mean, obviously the big knights that Despoiler with its guns did a lot, but those slaughter claws, they'll get up on you, and I think at least some drones and stuff.
Well, you took on my scoring units.
Yes, yeah.
Which was good. You took on my scoring units with your scoring units, but I should have done the same thing, and I didn't. And I was trying to get the big knights off the table because I felt those were the bigger threat. However, high inside is they weren't. They weren't the bigger threat. The bigger threat was the war dogs who came on this side of the board and this side of the board, just like you deployed it. Just like it literally, you played the mission, Tom, because if you remember, you had your deployment zone there, I deployment zone here, and you played the mission perfectly, sending 3 here and 3 here to kind of pin me back a little bit. You know what I mean? But and then your big ones came up the middle.
Yeah, and I think the Land Raider Death Shroud might have been a little over enthusiastic in terms of that's like a ton of points that I was able to pick up turn 1
and then kill anything.
Yes, yeah.
But did I kill? I did kill 1 war dog.
Yeah, you killed I think 1 stalker with like las cannons or something, which was good, and I think that got you your gamma target or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
But
no, dude, it wasn't my gamma target.
That's right. The gamma target was the one that lived. You're right. That's a good point.
But dude, I didn't kill anything that game, dude. I literally killed 1 war dog, and then that big knight at the end of the game.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I killed.
A few more war dogs. Yeah, I think it was like 2 or 3 war dogs overall in a big knight, which is,
Lame.
not a lot.
It's lame, dude. Just say it. It's lame.
Yeah, especially with all those entropy cannons, I would have thought it would have been a lot
A little bit better.
Yeah.
Tom, I appreciate you coming on.
Good game, man.
As always, we wish you the best in your new adventure. And you're welcome anytime when you come back to visit your parents. Unless your parents move out there, then we may never see Tom again. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
hopefully I'll be back at some point.
As always, God bless. Peace out.